on D&D, we saw our heroes befriend an old farmer after saving him from a bunch of orcs that encamped his farm. So now we find ourselves, having dealt with the orcs and befriending the farmer, going back to Phandalin to do more quests to continue our adventure to fight the dragon. So, what'll happen next? Let's get into this and find out.
As you guys are taking the cart and you're kind of pulling the cart along with you, you guys stumble around a boar who stares at you suspiciously.
So, do we
I would like
shoot it?
to say hello.
You say hello, the boar just stares at you. Scarlet, what did you want to do?
Don't we need food for the manticore?
Well, yes.
I remember the Manticore saying he preferred fresh meat.
Oh,
I want to look behind me in the cart and say, is anyone hungry though?
no.
Hungry I am, yes. Oh, gosh.
Lovely.
I had to drop my
I'd like to whip.
Throws my
Lovely.
Pokeball.
I'd like to whip out my crossbow and fire at it.
And as you do that, the boar screams in pain and transforms into a cultist. Alright, Yogurt is going to take the first move. Nick, you're in charge of Yogurt.
Nothing. Get out of the way. That's what I want him to do.
Alrighty. He just hops out of the car like a frog. Boing, 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 boing. Alright, and then it is going to be the cultist's turn. He is going to try to hit you with a lightning bolt. He's going to aim directly for Scarlet, who has the reins. You take 15 damage.
Holy goddamn slut whore cunt.
I'm at 15 hit points.
We better kill this fucker quicker. We're all gonna be dead.
Grab the great sword and rush this bitch just like she's never been rushed before.
You're in her face. You see her? Yes.
Alright, well, we better activate that rage.
You take your sword and you slice through. You gash her in the chest and she just screams and she's bloody, but she looks you dead in the eye and you see her hand turn into a claw. Scarlet's turn.
Scarlet, hop on the horse.
Okay, so I'll move the cart over to the left, and then I want to take out my longbow and use that.
You go to shoot and you see your arrow slice against her shoulder and go farther, and she's just getting mad. Next is Midnight's turn.
Can I shoot him with an arrow?
You go to shoot her, and it impales her other shoulder. Clarion, it is now your turn.
I cast Magic Missile and use for my bonus action, if I get the chance, Ray of Frost. As we're in the cart, after Midnight's character launches her arrow and the cultist is staring at us, she sees a whir of magic appear behind Midnight. I step out in front of Midnight on the cart, and I shoot forth a wall of frost that just envelops her. She starts to become solid ice. She's frozen in place, but she can still see her surroundings and what's going on. But all she's able to make out is 3 orbs of light stretching into javelins of light, and they're launched at her, and they just go right through her, shattering her into pieces.
She's dead.
Can I loot her body?
You found a ring that has a boar carved into the top of it.
Can I investigate it? Is that what made her change?
From what you could tell, this is just a regular ring. From what you can tell, this ring has some connection to her turning into a boar, whether it's magical or metaphorical, you don't know.
Well, I put it on. Now I have a skull necklace and
You put it on, and nothing happens.
I keep it on, I guess.
Wow, that was mighty impressive, you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Clarion, did you know it was a cultist? Did you know it wasn't a boar?
I had a suspicion.
Your suspicions paid off, it did.
Yes. Usually boars like that alone by themselves would retreat at a vast group like this, especially one that makes such a racketous noise.
I can see where you drew your conclusion.
Yes.
The bullywug hops back into the cart. Are
Are
you ready to proceed?
Yep. I guess I start driving the cart again.
Onward.
Wait, someone switch reins with me, because I need to short rest in case we're attacked again.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
May I also do a short rest to regain my 1 spell slot?
I would say it's another 4 hours.
Bartholomew flies 50 feet in the air.
As you guys come forth to the log camp, the logging camp spreads along the south shore of the river, where a dozen tents are arranged on a sandy beach. Near a dock stands a cabin with logs stacked under an awning. Older cabins close by have been torn down to leave only stone chimneys and foundations. A grim silence hangs over the camp, and you see no one around.
I
Then
don't
I will
like
draw
this.
out
It's too
camp.
quiet. I want to get out and investigate.
Same.
Okay,
I would like to do that
so
too.
you two get out and investigate. So right now,
Bartholomew would like to investigate.
Yogurt is going to go with whoever goes first. Bartholomew is the highest on the initiative, so yeah.
I'm gonna stay with the cart.
You see something sparkle in the destroyed rubble. You fly down and you find a totem. Yep, you find 13 tiny little figures that are encased in an encrusted liquid, and they have with tiny lightning bolt symbols and tied together in a bundle with hair.
I want to poke at it with javelin.
You poke at it and nothing happens.
Can I poke the liquid?
You poke the liquid and nothing happens. Scarlet, you're next.
That
I
person
want to
is
go up
dead.
and see what Bartholomew found. Investigate it too.
You and Yogurt go in, check out the thing. It's the same kind of stuff that I just explained to Bartholomew.
Well, I want
Yogurt
to
looks at
examine
it, he's like,
farther.
This reads evil. You were able to discern that the totem's purpose is to bring ill fortune to all who reside near it.
Near it?
Can we break it? The short swords, I guess.
You slice it in half, it is broken. You see Yogurt just relax his muscles. He's like, "Arr, feel better, I do. You've decimated the little figures.
Bro, you're
Bartholomew
fucking
wants to
lucky.
poke
What
the
if-
figures with his stick again.
Nothing happens.
Well, usually totems have to be in whole for them to be activated, so breaking it in half is the safest bet because it cannot summon its power.
I could try screaming really loud, maybe something will come out again.
Let's
Wait, I
not-
got this. Sweet Caroline.
Bum, bum, bum.
Nothing happens.
I have a better
Shit.
one. I'll do
Okay.
you one better. Red Robin.
Yum.
As you say that, these red creatures with giant pincers and 6 legs, you see 3 of them come out right over here. You see another one break out of a window near this building, and they all run away.
They must not like Red Robin then.
Fucking cowards. Put
Can
back
we
in
do?
dice
Can
so
I
we
roll
take
for
the
an
lead.
investigation on them?
14. You were able to discern that these are an Ankh. So, Midnight, what do you want to
yes. I would like to go to the beach shore, please, the dock, or that thing that looks like stairs.
do? You're on the
Yes.
dock.
No, I would like to investigate over there.
You were able to discern that
It's
this
water.
this is a river.
Oh.
You're on the coastline of said river.
Oh, it's not our
well,
beach
you are-
episode.
You can tell from the stuff on the beach that they will put the logs on the water to then drift them along the river to Neverwinter.
I'm just gonna let my skunk play in the water then.
Bartholomew, what would you like to do?
Bartholomew is
Wait.
going to yell at Clarence to read the quest.
Can I yell to Yogurt to come to the carriage and watch it?
I can do that, yes. And so Yogurt now goes over to the carriage and is watching it.
I'd like to go over to the log house to the left. The bigger log house to the left.
Okay.
I would like to start investigating the insides of it when possible.
I was gonna do the same thing.
Mia is with you.
Mountain toe.
So as
logger's
you
camp.
enter, you find, walking in, you see that it has a wooden floor and is divided in 2 rooms. The large room is cluttered with logging equipment, saws, leather harnesses. You see a big hole where the Ankh came out and broke the window and flew through it to run away.
Am I able to notice anything of value that we could sell?
You only see logging equipment.
Okay. I'd like to go over to that large room.
So, you mean you're in the large room? Do you mean the smaller room?
I mean,
that's like over
the
here?
yeah, sorry, the smaller room. I'd like to open the door to that.
You try to open the door, but something is blocking it, and you hear a man go.
What did he say?
Get away
He said,
from
"Get
me.
away from me!"
We're not the Ankh. I'd like to say, we're not the Ankh. They left. Me and my friends are here. We're here to inspect what's going on.
You hear a large piece of furniture kind of like scoot across the floor, and he cracks up the window, and you see his eye through it. He's like, "Are they gone?"
Yes, the Ankeg broke through the hole over there, and I point and I gesture to the hole behind me. They broke through the hole over there after they discovered our group here, and they left. They left into the forest. But what's going on here?
He opens the door. He's like, these creatures that just came to our camp and attacked us, killing all of my friends. All the workers here. I am the only one alive.
Well, as far as I know, all that I know is that they left all of a sudden for some reason.
Well, there was a totem in this other barn, house, building, whatever it was, and we broke it to destroy it because totems bring bad luck and spells. So that might be why
Well.
they ran away.
Interesting. About this totem, I'm talking to Scarlet. Was there any evidence of how it got there?
Didn't look like it, no.
I look back to the man. I try to look back to the man and I go, any idea what this totem was or how it got here?
Well, we're currently in Neverwinter Wood, and rumors about these cultists who don't like people encroaching on their land have surfaced for years now. But we haven't had a problem till now.
How long ago did the Ankeg come?
Maybe a few weeks ago. Or a couple days ago. I've just been here.
Interesting.
I don't have much food left.
Did you happen to see any cultists in your camp before the Ankeg arrived?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Can
attacked
Bartholomew
it.
enter the room?
The bugs have entered from the night. You walk into the room and he kind of looks at you and goes, "Ah!" and slams the door.
Can I
He's
come
not-
into the room as well?
Settle down, little man. I'm not here to kill you.
He's
If
one
I
of our
was, you'd be dead.
Angela.
You start hearing the scooting of the desk going back to block the door.
He's one of our
Ah.
team members. You're fine. He's not gonna hurt you unless you piss him off.
Midnight's also in the
You
room.
hear the scooting stop. You hear the scooting again, and he cracks open the door. He's like, "Are you sure?"
I'm sure.
Is your name Barthen?
Gondola.
That's my
I'd
last
like to
name.
be
Yeah.
in the room already, please.
We're here to deliver a package from your brother.
Well, I mean, supplies. I'm sure I put in that order. Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Oh man, he hired good adventurers this time.
This time. What happened last
Yeah,
time?
I don't want to know.
Good.
I've had some shoddy adventurers from time to time. Yeah, he's like, well, I mean, looks like everything's shot now. I guess I might have to pay more for like some security, you know.
Are you Harbin Wester?
Yeah, I am Harbin Wester. My brother Tybor Wester is the one who employed you.
We talked to Barthen at the trader from Phandalin, and he told us to help deliver this to you guys. I have
Great.
the contract signed by your brother, Tibor.
Oh no, I'm Tybor. Harbin is my brother.
It's all good.
But
So
the
you
monsters
signed.
gave you dementia.
I have to take care of a lot. This monster attack didn't help much.
Got it. So, any idea where everyone else is? Are they all dead or did they run?
There might be survivors, I'm not sure. We were attacked in the middle of the night. I just woke up to screaming and bloodshed, and I went to go race off the door, and this monster was in front of me, and I turned around and locked myself in this office.
Oh, how I miss the sound of bloodshed and screaming.
Some of us should probably go check the tents.
Yeah, I was gonna have to do that.
See if there's any survivors or see what happened to the bodies if there is any.
Oh, that would be great, thank you.
Who wants to go check the tents?
I will.
I'll stay here with Tibor.
Well, we've got these tents over here. Who wants to check the other batch of tents?
I guess I
Bartholomew.
can check the other tent. Oh, no, we can go together.
Bartholomew
That's
and
fine,
Midnight.
forever.
Alright, you guys go over to the tent. Bartholomew and Midnight, you find a dread campfire surrounded by 6 tents, each containing a bedroll and a mess kit. You guys notice under deeper inspection that the tents and bedrolls have partially been dissolved by some kind of acid spray. Footprints and strange marks in the sand suggest several humanoids were attacked here and dragged away. Taylor deduces that the humanoids were killed and dragged down into the sand by the burrowing monsters.
They were
The
killed?
sand is dangerous. Midnight immediately moves to get off the damn sand.
I don't like sand.
All right, so you have noticed those. Mia finds the same kind of mess at her camp, but with the 3 giant holes that they burst out of to run away. You see no human you don't see any human remains.
Can I?
All that you found large dragging marks toward each one of the holes, along with acid spray along the tents and the bedrolls.
Can I collect some
I'll
of the
take that
acid
room.
spray?
I'll say that flask is made out of glass, and you take a little bit of the. Well, you don't find like actual acid. You find remains that look like they were from charred acid.
Well, we could still probably use it for something, so I'm gonna take it.
You take the part of the tent or bedroll, whichever you prefer, and you cut off the fabric and you put it in the flask. All right, and then Clarion, you're with Tibor. What would you like to do?
Let's see. Okay, so we understand.
Bartholomew yells from outside, "Don't sexually harass this one!"
Tibor kind of looks at you and goes, and he's kind of like, he kind of flashes his eyes toward the exit in the windows.
It's a long story. You're fine. Oh my god, he's milking a horrible incident that happened once. Anyway, Tibor. So from what we understand, the Unkegs left. They were most likely brought here due to the totem that was placed here by the cultists.
Sorry,
The cultists.
They're
Do you
also
know
crazy.
anything about where these cultists were coming from? Where they originated from?
No, I just the rumors are that they're in Neverwinter Wood, and they really don't like people to cross the end of their land. So they believe they own this forest.
Okay, so from what I understand, there is actually a shrine at the church or temple of somewhat. Thanks to what we learned from Butterskull Ranch, the owner of Butterskull Ranch. He informed us that there was a shrine, a sacred place in Neverwinter Wood somewhere. I believe it was south or something of Pendleton. We can inspect that
did?
later. Yes.
The
Thanks to
fuck
some
you
other
say
insight. Coneyberry, shrine south of Coneyberry.
Yes. That's called the Shrine of Sabros.
Who or what is Sabros?
It is the god of divination and fate.
Got
Many
it.
years ago, the shrine's priest seers foresaw a barbarian attack on Coneyberry, giving the townsfolk time to escape. But not all the townsfolk chose to leave. But those who did went to the shrine and brought much of the town's gold with them. The barbarians eventually tracked the townsfolk to the shrine, besieged it, and slaughtered everyone inside.
Are there locations near the logging camp right now where the creatures came from?
I don't know. They just attacked in the middle of the night. I don't know what these are. Or...
Can I do a check on what I know about the creatures?
You can discern that it is a many-legged insect that buries under the ground, which it uses its one of its abilities to detect prey. You know that when it detects movement above, it bursts from the ground and uses its mandibles to seize its prey.
Well, I hate to be this kind of guy, but we are on a mission, and we were informed that you would be able to fulfill your end of the bargain. Are you able to pay us for the 100 gold? And we're willing to. I can check with the rest of my group, but most likely we'll probably be able to see what we can deal with the situation.
Well, I mean,
Can you? Can I give him? I have a blank piece of paper. Can you write your name on this?
yeah. Let me grab a note in my office and let me write a letter to Harbin, letting him know that I'm gonna need more workers out here. He hands you the paper that he needs to deliver over to Harbin, explaining that they were attacked by giant bugs and a lot of people are dead, and he's gonna need more workers, and that he can't leave any of the equipment alone because he doesn't want it to get stolen.
Got it. You may want to.
Bartholomew walks into the room.
I guess I'm with him because the adventure
Midnight tags
never
along.
ends.
Bartholomew
This
takes
is
his
his
hand
bag.
and covers Clarence's mouth.
Got
On the way here, we killed a cultist, so that might have been your little culprit, but you should be fine for now. You're welcome. Did he sexually harass you in any way, shape, form, or color?
I
Jesus
go to
Christ.
start unloading the supplies.
Mia, you're right here. You're dropping off the supplies right here next to these logs for him to sort out.
Is there anything else we can do for you, buddy?
No, that should be it. If you could deliver that to my brother Harbin, and please send more workers this way. I really need the help.
That is all then.
I go and get back on the horse.
Bartholomew leaves, dragging Clarion by the mouth.
Alright. As Bartholomew is dragging Clarion, Midnight on the other side, making sure that Clarion can't escape, and Mia is walking back to the wagon, you guys notice a large footprint in the sand that doesn't resemble any of the monsters that you guys had to deal with.
Investigation.
Well, I mean, all she notices is the giant footprint.
I think this is something we would all try to investigate for roleplay.
Yeah, can I try to do a nature check?
Well, Bartholomew suggests we should get the fuck out.
So Bartholomew drags Clarion into the carriage.
Bartholomew takes to the air.
As you fly into the air, nothing happens. You're fine.
I turn the carrot around and start heading back towards Phandalin to deliver the message.
You guys are now on your way back to Phandalin. You guys run it back, and you guys are now back into Phandalin's. The horses are exhausted.
We should go to the townmaster and redeem the... Yeah, we should redeem the mission first before anything else. Well, I guess I'll return the cart to Barthen. I'll return the cart to Barthen. The rest can go to the townmaster or do whatever they want.
Bartholomew, what would you like to do?
I'm flying over to that motherfucker and telling him we saved his brother or whatever.
Actually, I want to go to Barthen's to check on Hidalgo.
So
Hey,
Bartholomew is going to go turn in the quest. Scarlet said she wanted to go into Barthen's. Midnight, where did you want to go?
I shall go with the Birdman.
Yogurt is going to go with you. Bartholomew bangs on the door to Harbin Wester's house. Hello?
I have urgent news!
Okay, what's urgent news? Is it a dragon?
It's very important! You need to hear this right now!
Alright, tell me.
Are you ready? It's very important!
Yes?
I need your complete and undivided attention!
You have it?
Oh, nothing, we got a note for you or whatever.
Oh.
Midnight was all excited for nothing. He's all confused.
Which one has the note?
Yogurt kind of just looks at Midnight and he's like, very unorganized your friends are. Clarion, talk to the Barthen.
Good evening. Good day, Barthen. How are we doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, we're doing lovely. We just got back from the mission to the logging camp. I'd like to let you know that I left your wagon behind the store.
Ah, thank you very much.
No problem. I go to reach in my I touch my pocket and I feel the note and I look over to Scarlet and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. I have the note.
As you say that, Bartholomew kicks open the door and comes in screeching.
I knew this was gonna happen. I hold out the note. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Bartholomew just stares in the utmost disappointment. Bartholomew grabs the paper gently with the tips of his claws. Gently, quietly, and with slight motion, pulls the paper out of Clarence's hands. He then turns around with the paper in his hand, squeezes so tightly, rears his wings up in a forward motion, and flaps himself so hard out of the building that Clarence goes flying into the back.
Clarence is now prone. Meat is backed up against the wall. The merchant is terrified, and Bartholomew shoots over all the way over here.
Midnight's just like still standing there like, this is good.
As Clarion gets up, the dude kind of looks at you. He's like, "You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Kind of getting fed up with your guys' shit.
You're telling me?
If like this happens again, you are not allowed to enter my store."
We're
I deeply apologize. Our friend is very aggressive when it comes to timing and punctuality.
No.
I was going to ask if you received any new shipments today.
Yeah, we're kind of full of stock on everything, and I got some trinkets too, if you are looking into that.
I'm interested in the trinkets, and I'd like to get off from the floor.
We were getting up from the floor. Well, here I have a brass ring.
Ooh. For how much?
9 gold pieces.
You have yourself a deal.
What about you, young lady?
I'm just here to check on Hidalgo.
Ah, yes, your horse is fine. Actually, I had a friend of mine who is good with horses. He came down to visit just the other day while you were gone, and your horse is now able to walk again.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Can it
It
sprint?
is new.
What do I owe you?
Nah, don't worry about it. My friend works with horses just for the fun of it. I didn't pay him anything. He just was like, "Why is your horse broken?" And I'm like, "Not my horse. It's one of my adventurers that got hired by Harvard Western." He's like, "Oh, cool. Good. You think they'll mind if I heal it up?" And they're like, "Yeah, no, I don't think so." And so he used his healing hands and mended it back together.
Is he still here, perchance? I'd like to thank him.
Oh yeah, he's just outside over. Oh, my friend. No, he left some time ago.
Oh, well, tell him I said thank you when he comes back.
Will do.
So I go to
Alrighty.
the doggo.
Were there any other trinkets, or was that it?
I have a bronze pentacle with an etching of a rat's head in its center.
How much?
8 gold pieces.
Deal. Maybe I can use this to trick the cultists if we ever get talked to by one of them. I'm afraid that I'm all spent up for the day. Thank you very much for showing me your wares, though, sir.
Not a problem.
Alrighty, now I shall return to the rest of my group. Wagon's out back. Do you have any other questions for us?
Nope, that's it. I mean, unless you guys want to buy anything else.
Actually, are you able to tell me anything about the shrine and if those barbarians are still there?
Shrine? What? One here in town?
The southeast. There's a shrine here?
Mm-hmm.
Indulge me.
Yeah, it's the Shrine of Luck.
Shrine of
It's
Luck.
our only temple here is it's made of stones. It's dedicated to Timora, goddess of luck and good fortune. Normally it's carried by an elf acolyte named Sister Grail, but right now she's visiting Neverwinter on some personal business.
Lovely. You said it was the Shrine of Timora. And where is it in town?
It is on the west side of town.
You have a wonderful day. I shall take my leave now. As I'm leaving, let's continue on with Bartholomew and the rest.
We switch over to Bartholomew.
Bartholomew passes the note under the table, or under the door.
You see, as you start to pull it up, it gets swift under the door. He's like, "Oh, yep, this will do nicely." And so he's like, I'll put your payment under the door. And he takes each coin individually and he slides it under the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 100. And it takes an aggravating long time. Well, here's your payment, 100 gold pieces.
Thanks. He needs more workers. His town kind of got fucked up by a cultist.
I saw in the letter he was attacked by Ankh.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, I'll put a quest up immediately. I'll hopefully have one ready by tomorrow.
For
workers, of course. For
okay, yeah,
Hybor's logging business.
good, smart man.
Yogurt kind of looks at you. He's like, by chance, do any of you know where the tavern is?
I do, but do I want to be the one that shows you?
He is your friend.
I'm gonna take Yogurt to the tavern, so we have some Mexi alone time.
Okay.
The sun is going down.
Bartholomew wishes to rest.
Okay, so they all go to the tavern. Clarion
Just for
and
role
Scarlet.
playing, I was going to check in on the temple.
Scarlet, are you going to Clarion or are you going back to the tavern?
Well, I'm checking on Hidalgo, so I guess I'll take the horses off the wagon. Yes.
Alright, Mia, so how do you want to do this?
I just want to take the horses off the wagon and then give them water and some oats. Well, then I'll go with the rest of the group.
You all are entering the tavern, except for Clarion, who is at the Shrine of Luck. Clarion, what are you doing?
I would like to open the doors, or knock on the doors to the temple.
No one answers you because the person who takes care of the temple is Neverwinter, like the other guy just told you.
I'd like to open so can I just walk into the temple? I'd like to observe my surroundings and see what's going on.
You see that the temple is very small. It is not the largest temple in the world. You see an altar of the goddess of luck. You see a box with a slit at the base of the altar, but that's all you see.
I'd like to walk up to the altar, and I'd like to get on my knees, and I'd like to put 5 gold pieces in the box, and I'd like to make a prayer to Timora, goddess of luck and fortune, to watch over my family through the hard times that they go in, and to watch over me as well, and to bring me luck and fortune in bringing about the fulfillment of my duties and tasks.
As you sit down and pray, the goddess of Timora grants you with a point of inspiration.
Alrighty, I'd like to stand up, start to walk towards the entrance, but right before I hit the doors to lead out, I'd like to turn around and bow before the goddess and then leave. And then goes to the
Alright.
tavern with the rest.
As you enter the tavern, you see Bartholomew is already in a room because he wanted to rest. You see Scarlet, Yogurt, and Midnight at the bar.
I'd like to also go to the bar and buy a drink.
Alright, you buy a drink. Actually, I'm just going to say Bartholomew is at the bar too. He hasn't gone in yet.
Okay. That works.
Midnight, what do you do at Tolban's?
You know, I'm just gonna get my soup for me and my
You're
skunk.
going to get your soup. That is going to
You know
cost
what?
you...
Is there any alcohol?
He does sell ale.
It's like Midnight, for the first time, is gonna order the strongest alcohol that they have.
Are you wanting a mug or a gallon?
A gallon.
A gallon is going to cost you 2 silver pieces.
How much is that?
Okay. We're going to say that is 1 gold piece.
2
for the soup.
silver. Midnight's gonna go get drunk. See you guys.
Scarlet, is there anything you would like to get from Harbin West, or not Harbin West, or fucking Tolban?
Do you have any beef stew?
He's like, yes I do. I can get you beef stew, and he goes to the kitchen and brings out some beef stew.
How
And that'll
much?
be 1 gold piece.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, little lady.
So then I eat and go to bed.
Bartholomew, is there anything you would like to do?
Bartholomew wishes to ponder life. He orders nothing, sits there, motionless, staring at the walls.
Bartholomew, are you okay?
Bartholomew does not answer.
I'm gonna buy Bartholomew a drink. The strongest one, I guess.
He's like, alright, I got you. Would you like a gallon or a mug?
Mug.
That'll be 4 copper pieces.
Okay.
He hands Bartholomew the drink. Yogurt is kind of looking at Midnight and looking back at you, Scarlet, and then kind of looks back at Midnight and goes back to eating his food.
I look at him. Is everything okay?
I am perfectly fine. I'm very grateful for you guys saving me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Tell me, what is the safest place back to Neverwinter?
You take the Triborg Trail down that way. You'll see a hot
correct.
springs.
All I know is that there's just west of here there is a road known as the Tribal Trail. That will take you to the high road. That's the main road between Neverwinter and the south border. You go up north on the high road, and that's going to take you to Neverwinter. It's a highly populated road, so it should be the safest route.
He kind of studies your map a second, and then he's like, alright, I think I know the way.
May we buy you a drink before you leave, for accompanying us on our last journey?
Please, I will
Wait,
I'll be
is
more
Yogurt
than happy
leaving
to
right
take
now?
a free drink.
Is Yogurt leaving right now?
Midnight, I will not leave right now. I like to rest. I might stay here for a few days, learn more about this place. Very cozy it is.
Midnight afterwards would like to speak with Yogurt in private.
Alright, how much is the room here, good sir? He looks over at the bartender. There'll be 5 silver pieces per night. How many nights do you like to stay? I'll be here for 3 days, I think. Maybe longer, depends on what happens. But I will go ahead and head over to my lodging. Good night if you wish to accompany me. And so he leaves and goes into his bedroom.
I'm gonna go to
Fine.
rest as well.
Alright, that'll be 5 silver pieces. Unless you want to purchase a room for several more days, which then you can give me more. But, is that how you want to do it?
Bartholomew exits to his room.
I'd like to catch him as he leaves, though, to ask for the 25 gold portion.
Bartholomew throws it at his face and walks away.
Ow! Thank you! And now it's just Clarion and Midnight currently.
Bartender, do you happen to remember the drink I ordered last? That was a marvelous drink. It was absolutely splendorous. I've never had a drink so good in years, and I'm an elf, so it's many years. That's saying something.
Heaven's Nectar. 3 gold pieces.
Stupendous drink, sir. You've outdone yourself once again. As an elf, I have been to many bars across the realm, and I have to say, few can make a delicious heaven's drink such as yourself.
Thanks, that's great to hear. Make sure you tell your friends.
Absolutely. And I look over to Midnight, and I'm like, who the hell is he? The green creature.
My character's just drinking, not saying anything.
Fail to answer the question, and there will be consequences. And I'm whispering this to her.
Bartender kind of like eyes you a little bit. He's like, whatever. He goes back into the kitchen to start doing dishes.
Maybe not from me, but from the higher ups. There will be questions from them.
They know about it. It's from my past. You don't need to worry about it.
Well, as long as the masters know about it, then we're all good. Now, shall I buy you a drink? The Heaven's
No,
Delight
I'm
is
done.
quite delicious.
Midnight leaves to go to Yogurt's room.
What did you want to talk about?
As he walks in the room, he removes his mask, but his back is to the door, so nobody can see his face. He shuts the door because he trusts Yogurt to see his face. Midnight's gonna break down in the room. Basically, it's gonna be like a cry thing, and he's just asking him for help.
Midnight, the only way to escape your pain is by confronting the truth. Keeping it inward will only destroy you. You have to tell her.
He doesn't want to tell her.
Sometimes what you need and what you want are two different things.
I'll tell her soon. Promise. My work's not done yet.
Sleep, young one.
He sleeps, like, next to Yogurt, like, for comfort.
Sleep, sleep. Clarion, you're still in the bar.
I'd like to ask the bartender about the caretaker of the temple.
Oh, yeah, no, the caretaker is an elfish woman.
What kind
Her
of
name
elf?
is... No, just a regular elf, I think. I really don't know the differences between all you people.
As I like give him a look, I'm like,
He's like,
I
No,
raise
no
one eyebrow. No
No
offense,
offense, really
sir.
can't tell
I'm black.
I can see that.
Most are white.
Well, then she's a white one. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're the first one of your kind I've seen in a while.
Yes, well, my kind doesn't exactly leave the ground from 60 feet below.
Yes, well, her name is Sister Garael, and right now she's out on personal business to Neverwinter, but she will be gone for a while. I wouldn't sit around here and wait.
Okay, well, I'd like to rent a room. I put 5 silver on the table, just for the night right now.
All right.
I'm gonna go rest.
As Clarion puts his head on the pillow and sleeps, that is where we're going to call it for tonight.